In this video, I'll show you how to create Oracle Cloud Database and connect using SQL Developer. Go to cloud.oracle.com. If you have already signed up for Oracle Cloud account, you can click on Sign In. If you did not sign up for Oracle Cloud account, you can click on Try for Free and create a free account with Oracle Cloud. So get started with Oracle Cloud for free up to 3,500 free hours. So you can click on Create Free Account, fill in all your details, whether personal use or company use, and create a free cloud account. After you create the free cloud account, click on Sign In, give your cloud account name. In my case, it is BI Training. Click on My Services. It will take you to the login page and log in with your username and password. This will take you to the cloud dashboard. At the bottom, you can view all the available services. Right now, I don't have any services. I only have Identity Cloud. Click on Create Instance, which will open a Create Instance window. And here are two tabs, which are Featured Services and All Services. Click on All Services. Under Data Management, we have the database. Click on Create. This Create New Instance page will show all the quick starts which are pre-configured: Standard Edition, Enterprise Edition, and Extreme Performance. So based on your requirement, you can pick whichever quick start option you want, or you can click on Custom here, where you can configure the database parameters. So instance name can be anything, description can be anything. I'll leave it blank for now. Region is your preference, or you can leave it no preference. You have the option to bring your own license. So if you already have a database license, you can bring your own license. I'm selecting the software release here, which will be 12C R2. So here we have the Standard Edition, Enterprise Edition, and under Enterprise Edition we have High Performance and Extreme Performance. For this video, I'll go with the Standard Edition and a single instance. Click on Next. Here are more configuration options. Database name, I'll leave it as ORCL, and PDB name, I'll leave it as default PDB1. You can give the admin password here, and you cannot forget this password. Usable database storage, I'll leave it as, since this is a sample database, I'll leave it as 25 GB. And total data file storage is 88.5 GB. And compute shape, I'll go with minimum. And here we have to create the SSH public key. Click on Edit. I'll go with Create a New Key. SSH key pair created successfully. Click the download button to get the key pair. So click on Download. This key is required for you. Save file. Click OK. Click on Done. I don't want any backups as of now. Create instance from existing backup. No. Under Advanced Settings, I'll leave the listener port as it is. Time zone, character set, national character set, everything I'm leaving it as default. And if you prefer to change them, you can change it here. Click Next. This is the confirmation page with what we have created. Click on Create. Instance creation is happening now. So here is the status of what's going on with your instance now. You can click on this one to see what is the status. So it says starting compute resources. So when you create an Oracle Database Cloud Service, you'll have an VM first, and on top of the VM, it will create the database. So I'll pause the video, and once the database creation is complete, we can connect to this database from SQL Developer. It took around 30 to 40 minutes to create the database instance. Now, when I click on my dashboard here, we have a new database with one instance showing in our dashboard. It shows that we have one instance. Click on this instance, which will take you to the available database instances. Here is the summary of my instances. I have one instance, one OCPU with 7.5 GB of memory and 150 GB of storage. And I have one public IPs. Under activity, you will see all the activity. If I pick the 6th, it shows me the create service succeeded, and I don't have any activity after that. If you click on SSH access, it will show the available SSH keys. If you want to add a new key, you can do that here. Let's go to instances again and click on the available instance. Here are the instance details. PDB name is PDB1, which we gave while creating the database. Container name is ORCL. Host name is database 12c1000, and we have one public IP. If you click on this little icon, you can start, stop, restart, scale up and down your resources on this database. Okay, so we have created the database and it says it is up and running. Now, how do we connect using SQL Developer to this cloud database? Let's launch our SQL Developer. Right click on connections and create new connection. Let's give a name, my new cloud DB. Username, I'll connect as sys, and the password is whatever password, admin password you gave while creating the database. You can save the password. And the host name is, we go here, this is the host name, but we cannot give this host name because we cannot access this host name via internet. If you want to use this host name, you can make an entry in your host file with this IP and the host name. So for now, let's use the public IP. Port is 1521 and SID is ORCL. All the information is here. Show more. Here is the port and container name is ORCL. Let us try testing this connection. Okay, it took some time and finally it failed. It says that the network adapter could not establish the connection. The reason for that, the 1521 port by default is disabled to connect via internet. So you cannot directly connect to this database. So let's leave this connection as it is. I'm saving it. So how do we connect now? If you remember, we have created the SSH. We go back to this cloud service. We have the SSH access. So while creating the database itself, we have created an SSH key and downloaded that key. We can use this SSH key to connect to the database. So let's configure SSH here from the file that we downloaded. Click on View and SSH. You will see SSH host here. So let me close this window, reports window. Right click on SSH host and new SSH host. Let us go to our instance and copy the public IP. I'll name it with the public IP. Host is the IP. Username is Oracle. Okay, you can click on use key file. This is where we'll select the file that we downloaded. So click on home, downloads, and I have it under SSH key bundle 2. And we have to select the private key. Click open. And check this add a local port forward. You can leave everything as it is and click OK. Now we have a new SSH host. Use the same connection that we created. This is my new cloud DB. Right click on that, go to properties. On the connection type, instead of basic, click and select SSH. Under port forward, it will display all the SSH hosts that we have. So this is the one that we created right now. Select this one. Okay, it says that as sys should be a sysdba or sysoper. I did not select the role as sysdba. Now test it and the connection is success now. Save this one and click on connect. Okay, so you now connected to the cloud DB. This is the sys account and you see all the tables under sys account. You see all users under this instance. Okay, now instead of using SSH, if you want to enable the 1521 port to connect via internet and not use the SSH port forward, for that you can go to your cloud database, click on this icon, click on access rules. Okay, under access rules, if you see the 1521 port or a P2 DB listener, by default it is disabled for public internet. So what I'm doing here is I'm enabling this via public internet. Okay, the 1521, so now the red mark is gone from here. So you should be able to access 1521 port via internet. Now, if we go to our SQL Developer, disconnect, click on right click, go to properties, and instead of SSH, click on basic, put your IP address here, SID is ORCL. Now test your connection. You're able to connect directly because we enabled this 1521 port via internet. Okay, click on connect. You connect it to the database again. Run the same query. Okay, so in this video, we have created the cloud database and we have connected to the cloud database using SSH port forward, and we also connected directly via internet. If you have any questions, please leave your questions in the comments. I'll try to answer all your questions. And if you like this video, give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.